Why films?
Oh, I love the art. Moving art is my passion. I've always loved films. I didn't know that one day I'll become an actor. That is, if I'm being honest, I never thought I'll be an actor. But I've always loved films. I've been watching films, films that I shouldn't have been watching because most of the films that I was watching growing up, like James Bond and American Ninjas and movies like that, they were age rated. But as a child, I was watching them.
Oh dear.
Fortunately, I was watching them illegally because I didn't ask for
You can't
consent.
say that.
It's all on camera
Yeah.
now.
It's all on camera now, so it's the
Now,
best
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
I was
Go
very
back.
good. I never watched anything until
Yeah.
I got to the right age.
Yeah,
Historic
good,
charges.
good.
I watched James Bond when I was little. Yeah, so I
That
loved
doesn't
it.
really count.
Huh?
James Bond doesn't count.
Didn't count.
No.
And Hard Target. You remember Hard Target?
Yes.
So I loved films anyway. When I was introduced to the acting world, it almost like passion met something new. It gave me a new drive in terms of films. Before I loved watching them. Now I wanted to be part of making this great picture for people to watch. Being part of the stories written by people, telling those stories, bringing them to an audience in cinemas, on stage. Because I do theatre acting now and again, once a year maybe. But I'm predominantly acting in film and TV, really. So I love it. It's a passion. For me, it's about telling that story and see where the story ends up and see where where I'll end up somewhere down the line.
Did I ever tell you that my dad used to be a film director?
No?
Yeah, he made TV series.
That is a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I remember it much because I was like 12 at the time. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
See,
That's awesome.
So it's more or less in your family.
More or less
isn't
in
it?
the family somewhere along the line.
Well-
Maybe he gave me a little nugget when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I'm groundbreaking. None of my family members is in the performance industry. None of them. They don't act, they don't model, they don't do art. I can say, as one of those people who was more into film and performance. Even when I was in school, I was doing stage plays. You know, in school we do stage plays and
Yeah, yeah.
elocution and all that.
Yeah.
But I never thought that would transform
I didn't count those
into
as
films.
acting.
Somehow, I think it was acting because they used to give us lines to read and come on stage and perform.
I was just going to say, I know it might change every week, every month.
Yeah.
What would you say right now is your favourite
Just come
film?
to the pub, yeah.
The one I've been involved in or the one I've watched?
Whatever.
All right, so my favorite film ever
Yeah.
is Scent of a Woman, Al
Scent-
Pacino.
Okay.
And I cannot point to anything specific that made it my favorite film. But every time I watched it, it's like I've seen something new in that film. And it's like, oh yeah, I like that.
Oh,
There
that's
have
cool.
been films that are very close to it as well. I think for me personally, I have got the best film in every genre. So I like Scent of a Woman one side. I like Pretty Woman one side. I like what do you call it? I like James Bond. So obviously all of them.
New one's coming out.
Yeah, one coming out.
Yeah.
Not so much the recent ones.
Yeah.
I did like one of the, what's the title of the second one that came? The one that Daniel Craig was on. But I like that one. That's probably my favorite out of the lot.
Oh, that's cool.
And you know, there's so many other films, comedy. You know, Jackie Chan. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, man. Yeah, does all his own stunts. He's
Yeah,
quite amazing, man.
There's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
own stunts. So yeah, it's been
Yeah.
films, and the ones that I've been involved in. I like Tarzan,
Oh,
The
yeah,
Legend
yeah.
of Tarzan.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was in it. In the end, I didn't feature heavily in it.
Oh, wow.
But I liked that one. The shoot was phenomenal.
Was that David Yates director?
David Yates
Yeah.
directed.
Guy did a few Harry Potters, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He did a few, and he's doing Fantastic Beasts as well.
Oh, yeah,
Some
of
of
course.
them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so.
Did you manage to meet the director?
Yeah, I met David Yates. I worked with him on 3 different films.
Oh, wow.
The Legend of Tarzan.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It cast me for Fantastic Beasts, but I couldn't do Fantastic Beasts in the end because of scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And he called me in again to play a featured role on the second installment of Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I worked with him on 3 different projects, which was very, very good. And I think the best one in terms of involvement, heavy involvement in a film,
Yeah.
blockbuster one was Star Wars Episode 8,
Oh, wow.
The Last Jedi. I was in scene 5 to 8, I believe.
Mate, my favorite one out of the new 3.
Yeah,
The controversial one, but the one that I love the
yeah,
best.
it's controversial because it took a fresh direction with Star Wars.
It was bold enough to
Yeah.
try and get outside of the traditional frame
Traditional
of
framework, yeah. I don't know why people slate it, but for me, it's brought something quite new to Star Wars.
I agree.
Unfortunately, the directors of Episode 9 who should have continued that new direction,
Absolutely, I agree with
those
you. Yeah,
resigned
yeah,
because their creative, according to them,
yeah,
their creative talent was being restricted by Disney.
absolutely, yeah.
So they resigned, and then J.J. Abrams came and completed it. So he went back to the old again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was in it. I was playing Carrie Fisher's right-hand captain at the Resistance Bridge.
Yeah,
So I was giving orders at that bridge and giving him instructions, giving her instructions. Sorry.
yeah. No, that's cool.
So it was
Yeah.
probably, and I was on it shooting 3 weeks my scene itself, and they kept me on set for another 4 or 5
Oh wow.
months. Yeah. On
Oh,
the
that's
last
cool.
Jedi.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah,
you know what, it's I love the industry because every time you meet new people, you meet new ideas, you get creative by the day, you get better as an actor.
yeah,
You
totally.
get better. The more performance stuff you done, the better you become. That's how I found it. So it's been getting better and better and better and better.
The more you do it, the more you can hone in and fine tune your craft. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then the more roles you play, if they're different,
Yeah,
the better you are at dipping in and out of your characters, giving it the best performance.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
different directors also direct differently.
yeah, yeah.
So pretty much at this particular point, if you send me a genre horror film, I know what to expect.
Yeah, yeah,
I
absolutely.
would probably know what level the directors are going to expect, what level of performance. If you give me an action thriller, it's the same. The worst action thriller in terms of hardship of shooting it was Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know Tom Cruise does his
Yep,
own
yep.
stunts.
it does. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I was his
Famously, so yeah.
sidekick in Edge of Tomorrow,
Mm.
and we had to do our own stunts. We had to run, we had to get kicked, we had to get people at Whitehall,
Get in the dirt.
get in the dirt. It was hard. 14,
Ah,
15,
yeah.
16 hours on set daily
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
for about a
Good.
week or 2.
It adds to the film, I think. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
totally adds to the film.
Absolutely.
The visceral
Absolutely.
experience.
Yeah.